I know it might sound crazy, but Old Man Winter is just around the corner. Hello, welcome to a safety update with Sam Watts. That's me. You guys should know that by now. If you don't, come on in, introduce yourself. I'm more than happy to talk to you for just small amounts of time, okay? Not big amounts, small amounts. I'm just kidding. Just a little bit of humor that we do. But anyways, thank you for tuning in. I know you guys are busy and you're taking 10, 15 minutes every day to hang out with me every week. I really do appreciate that. So thank you very much. So a couple things today that we just need to talk about real quick. One, like I said in the beginning, Old Man Winter is kind of right around the corner. I know it might seem crazy because if you're in the Midwest, you understand we're like under a heat advisory here now. But I just want to remind you guys, because it is coming up, starting in September, chain laws go into effect in Colorado, okay? I know, it seems crazy. It snuck up on me too, quite honestly. But chain laws are going into effect in Colorado, and some other states are going to be right behind it. I know Wyoming has some, Utah, things like that. So be aware that if you're headed out west and you're going to go through Colorado, that you have a set of chains on you. Now you're saying, I don't have a set of chains. What is a guy to do to get a set of chains? Really simple. Go talk to Mike in the parts department. They can hook you up, okay? Eventually we're going to have aggregate and all that kind of coming out your way in the diesel, or the, what do you call it? The diesel 911, is that what it is? No, that's the stuff we don't want to put in, because that means you're already gelled up. You know, we'll have another video with the additives coming up when it actually gets to be a little more winterish time. But again, it snuck up on me that September starts the chain laws out in Colorado. So make sure you got chains if you're headed that way. Secondly, this is something that I've been seeing a lot recently. Just seems like in the last couple weeks here, we've been having a lot of issues with being overweight. Not drivers, but loads, okay? Just wanted to clarify that there. But if you are trying to lose a couple pounds, we do have a gym at our facility there. Come on in and use it. It's all open to everybody. Anyways, I'm not really one to talk. So anyways, but overweight. We have seen just an obscene amount of overweight tickets come through in the last couple weeks. And you've heard me say this multiple times, and I still stand by it. Shippers are just terrible at what they do right now. And that might sound mean to shippers, and not all of them, but there's a large number of shippers that just don't know how to load a truck. And so they'll say, well, you know, it's under gross, it's under 80,000 pounds, you're fine. Yeah, but if you load everything up in the nose, your axles are going to be overweight. And that's really what your weight on is. You know, you got the overweight, or you got the total weight, but then you have the axle weights. You know this shouldn't be anything new to you. But shippers are overloading us. And we've had a couple where the load's just been overweight as well. So here's the deal. Make sure that you go load, or go weigh your load, okay? Even if you're like, no, it's way under, we won't have a problem. There's only, 7 skids in there. Yeah, well, if they're all up on your drive axles and none of it's on the tail, then you might be overweight on your axles. And overweight tickets are not cheap, okay? And you guys are going to be stuck with them if you do get one. So I'm trying to save you guys a little bit of headache and hassle and keep your pocketbook a little heavier by saying, go weigh the load, okay? CAT scales are everywhere. Go get that done. I know on the tablets we have the CAT Scale app. Some of you have it set up, some of you might not. I believe, I'll double check on this, but I believe that you can use the fuel card, plug that in that scale system, or in that app, and that'll work for it, okay? We need to scale these loads. We need to know how much weight we're pulling, because if we don't, you run the risk of getting a ticket. And again, that's on you guys, okay? So please go weigh these loads. We have also had a couple where the loads have been overweight, but they've been dropped, and then another driver picks up, and now all of a sudden he's on the hook for pulling a overweight trailer. So please help us out in this and go weigh the loads, okay? Even if the shipper says, no, don't have to worry about it, it's only 20,000 pounds, don't call him a liar to his face, but just assume that he's lying, okay? That's as easy as I can say it. And go weigh the load out yourself, okay? Cool? All right, now, let's take a look at some dash cam video of what you guys should be looking out for out there. Okay, here we are, interstate system, 3 lanes, nice and comfortable. But let's take a look. So this is something that as a driver, you guys should anticipate. So here, let's take a look at the dash cam and then we'll break it down. So driving along, we've got a white car merging on the right-hand side. And he's just coming in. And that forces a red car over, which forces us over. Now, let's go back to the beginning here. So first off, good on the driver for knowing his surroundings, okay? He knew that there was no one in the left lane, so he knew he had an out there. But at the same time, if you're seeing a car coming down, trying to merge in, now the white car should have slowed up. The rules of the road say that white car's got to merge into traffic, should have slowed up. I don't know if the white car was distracted. I don't know what was going on in their world, but obviously they were not paying attention to traffic. And because of that, he decides that he's going to just merge in even though there's a car right there. Now, should the red car have slowed down? Yeah, there's that old saying of being dead right. Now, this wouldn't have killed him, hopefully, but he would have been in the right, but he would have also been hit then. He would have been in an accident. So, red car should have slowed down. But here's my point. As a driver, you need to obviously be scanning the roads at all time. This driver right here, like right in this section, should know that, or should be aware that, hey, those 2 cars look like they're going to start a drag race here. And it doesn't look like it's going to be a very positive outcome. So what I recommend doing in a situation like this is when you need to maybe take your foot off the accelerator and go, I think something's going to happen here and I don't want to be a part of it. Make sense? You have to anticipate that, hey, these 2 yahoos over here are not going to be safe in driving. I'm going to get out of the way. I'm going to take myself out of the situation and let these 2 guys figure out how to drive, okay? So that's my only critique of this dash cam, is just back her down, okay? I know I say that a lot, but that usually seems to solve a lot of problems. Just back her down, and like I said, let these 2 guys sideswipe each other. We don't need to be a part of it, okay? So that's one thing. I know that the white car isn't merging into us, but we are going to be a part of this merging situation, whether we like it or not. So again, this is a great situation for you to be driving along going, hey, that white car's coming in, that red car seems to be doing the speed, and now all of a sudden like, hey, those guys are going the same speed, and he's coming in. Just, this is the time now to back her down, okay? So we don't have to make an evasive maneuver like we did into the left lane. Just let him go. Cool? Does that make sense? But what would you do in this situation? That's always a question. That's why we watch these dash cams. It's just to get you guys thinking about, hey, I've been in this situation before, and this is what I did, or haven't been in this situation yet, but I would do this if I were. It's all about seeing what's happening before it happens. You guys are the ones that have hundreds of thousands of miles under your belt. These might be brand new drivers, for all I know, in these cars. So they don't have that experience like a lot of you guys have. So that's why when it comes to situations like this, just let those 2 guys figure it out. You back her down and hopefully don't get caught up in collateral damage for what these 2 guys. Now, again, I don't think they touched. I think they went on their merry way, but man, that was close. And that's just a situation that we don't need to be involved in. Make sense? So anyways, feel free to leave your comments, questions, concerns about this. What would you do in this situation? I'm all ears. But yeah, so again, make sure you're weighing your loads. Make sure you get your tire chains if you're going out west. And because of this stuff like this right here, I always say it, but make sure that you drive safe.